Hallo ihr Lieben und herzlich willkommen zu unserem Podcast. Heute hier aus dem Castorbahnhof in Heidelberg, wo gleich Donavon Frankenreiter und Band im Rahmen des Bretter EQT Festival die Bühne rocken werden. Ich bin total aufgeregt, weil ich hinter diesen Türen auf Donavon persönlich treffen werde. Ich wünsche euch ganz viel Spaß und ich würde sagen, packen wir es an. And there we are together with Donavon Frankenreiter, and I'm really glad that you could make it today. So when did you arrive to Germany?
We arrived in Germany like a week ago, and we've been just kind of cruising all around, hitting all the different spots. It's been beautiful.
So traveling is one of a really important part of your life. So I guess that your surfboard and your guitar have probably seen much more places than I ever will. So is it important to you, or do you ever get fed up with traveling?
Well, traveling is sort of like one of those things, like when you're a surfer, that's like the most exciting thing is like you dream about going to some far off beach somewhere in another part of the world and finding a really perfect unridden wave. So that's sort of like, you know, in surfing, sort of like the search never ends. That's what keeps, I think, surfers traveling and staying out there. And then on the music side of things, it's, you know, for me, I feel like, you know, it's incredible that we're able to take our music outside of where I come from. You know, to be able to play music all through America and then to take it over to Europe and to go to Australia, New Zealand. I don't think I'd ever get fed up with being able to, you know, be allowed to come to Germany and play concerts for people. It's like incredible.
But do you never miss to wake up in your own bed?
Every day I miss that. Yeah, for sure. That's the worst part about being on the road, but you know, it's sort of something, this is what we do for, you know, in our lives, and so we just kind of do it. But I miss home every day, you know, because I have a wife, 2 kids, and sometimes it's really difficult to be away for longer than 3, 4, 5, sometimes 7 weeks.
So you already mentioned that you are not only a musician, but also a surfer. What is more you?
I think I'm more of a surfer than anything. I love the beach, I love the ocean, and I love being down by the water. And surfing to me has given me everything I have in my life, and it's taught me how to play music. It's introduced me to all my friends that I've met over the years, so I'm definitely a surfer that plays music. Yeah.
Do you think people will ever get bored of this, or are you scared that people probably could once get bored of this?
Not really. I'm more scared about sort of the state of the record industry right now, because nobody's buying any records. It's very hard to sell a CD. I mean, everybody's kind of just getting music off the internet for free, or they're file sharing. I never get worried about like what comes and goes, because I feel like music that we're playing is sort of, you know, you just keep putting out music, and if people enjoy it, you know, you can come back and play live for them again. You know, it's not like, I don't think it's like this fad or sort of this is what's hot this summer, you know. So I don't know, I'm not sure. I just enjoy playing music, and hopefully the way the music goes or grows, you know, it's in the way that people can still relate to it and understand it, I guess, you know. I mean, I just go really song to song and record to record, you know, whatever happens, but, you know, if I'm scared of anything, it's the state of the record industry. It's a really weird time right now.
Turn down the lights, it's time to cool it down. No, I said, if it don't matter to you, it don't matter to me. No. I said, if it don't matter to you, it don't matter to me. I'm gonna tell you why, 'cause yesterday and everything we could be. Don't matter. I'm getting more of what we don't need. It don't matter. Everything less I'm in you. It doesn't matter to me.
So let's talk about your new record, Pass It Around. So on your homepage you mentioned that it's like really the most important one you have done. Why?
It was just a lot of growing sort of experiences happened during the process. Like I hooked up and connected with a lot of songwriters, and you know, I'm not sure if it's the most important one. Like, you know, even the first one was really important too, just to get out there and, you know, start playing music and singing and all that stuff and writing songs. So every record's important, but this one was just way different than any other ones because I collaborated with so many different people and on so many different levels with a producer and different musicians that came by the studio and different songwriters. And so on every level that there could be to making a record, a lot of people contributed to this album, and that was a lot of fun for me.
So you got some features, for example, with G Love and Ben Hopper. Is it important to you? that you work together with different people?
Well, for me, I mean, music is like, you have the most fun when you're playing it with other people and collaborating with them. And so, G Love, for instance, has been on every single one of my albums I've ever put out because I always hear a harmonica somewhere in the music that we play. So he's the first guy that I would call to be a part of playing the harmonica. He's been a good friend for a long time. And then Ben Harper happened to be home during the time we were making the record. And so I've been friends with him for a long time. But it's one of those things where it wasn't, there was no pressure or anything. It just, I feel like I got lucky that he happened to be home at the time that we were recording, and he came by and spent 4 hours in the studio and did his parts. And for me, it was the highlight of making the record, Pass It Around, because he's been sort of someone I've looked up to as a musician and a songwriter since the day I started to play.
So the opener track of your album is called Life, Love and Laughter. Is this kind of a life's philosophy?
I mean, there's always bad days, everybody has bad days. Everybody has, heartache and pain and stuff in certain situations. But I always try to remember that, if you fill your life with a bunch of love, then obviously your life is going to be filled with a bunch of laughter. So, I don't know, that's just how I try to live, I mean, when we're on the road with the band or wherever we're at home or doing anything, we're always laughing, I think laughter can sort of heal the pain of anything. We don't ever take it too serious, like when we're on the road and because we're just out here to have fun. You can never think about it too much, and we just enjoy playing music every night. So it's definitely one of those things where we try to fill our life with as much love, and through that, we definitely laugh all the time.
So you have one more concert here in Germany, in Munich. It's tomorrow, and afterwards you're free for Christmas?
Yeah, I fly home on Monday. Yeah, I can't wait. I've been away for a long time, and then we have a couple of shows in Hawaii, and then we're off the day after Christmas. We go to New Zealand, Australia, and Japan, and then we head back to the United States for 5 weeks of touring. So at least I have that 3-week period of just being off, and it's a good time to be home with the kids during Christmas.
Cool. So then have fun and have a nice Christmas time. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, danke.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, what do you guys want to play, dude? What can we do, just 3 of us?
I don't know. Did you already do?
So I'd like you to play Your Heart.
A lot of pressure. Pressure with you. You're very demanding interviewer. No. Yeah, grab somebody with a trumpet. Hey, dude! Over here with your trumpet. Ladies and gentlemen on the World Wide Web, we'd like to introduce you to Eric Brigman. He is a trumpet virtuoso.
Somewhere out there's a lost and found. Somewhere out there's a lasting love. And somewhere out there playing is the saddest tune. And somewhere out there I can hear the beating of your heart, your heart, your heart. It's just your heart beating. Your heart. Your heart, your heart. I know one day you'll be old enough to know my stories I told are not true. But when you have your own children and they ask you questions, you'll know just what to do. You'll say it, that's the way it is. The way it's gonna be, baby. I said that's the way it is. So I'd rather make believe. I said that's the way it is. And the way it's gonna be, baby. I said that's the way it is. So I'd rather make believe.
touched me, touched me, touched me, touched me, touched me.
Nobody touched me like you. Wanna feel the